Hello, welcome to C3 TV. This is a John Mackenzie production of People Being People. Today with us we have Mary Fitzpatrick, Flanagan, Flanagan Fitzpatrick, same thing. And we have the Afghan Lady, a special person living here on Cape Cod who makes hundreds and hundreds of Afghans. And we would like to know more about her. So, how are you today, Miss Afghan Lady?
Pretty good. Very good, as a matter of fact.
And I'm just curious, why, with all the millions of people viewing this live production today, would you be wearing an Afghan over your head?
That's kind of a long story.
Well, we've got time.
Well, when I was born a few years back, and
in the roaring 50s, yes.
Well, whenever. It's really surprising. My folks, you know, my mother and father, they put me in the crib, and of course I was born at home, not in the hospital. And when they took my grandmother took one look at me, and she said, "Oh, this baby is gorgeous, absolutely beautiful." And she said, "Throw the Afghan over her quickly, so no one will put the evil eye on her." You see, we're Italian background. And so they threw the Afghan over me, and I started at a very early age wearing an Afghan to avoid having the evil eye, cast on me. And I got accustomed to it. I mean, I was such a gorgeous creature.
And Mary, what do you think of the Afghan Lady?
Well, I've known her for a long time, and
have you ever seen her without this Afghan?
No, she comes. We go out to the movies, and I don't know how she sees the movie with this thing on her head, but she does.
I can see fine through here, Some of my Afghans, so see, that's how I started, as from a very young child. You know, I was 2 years old when I actually had some crochet needles in my hand, and knitting needles, and I started making these Afghans so I could have a change of wear.
Well, I have a question for you.
Away.
So, how did you manage to be on the show tonight?
Well, my neighbor, asked me if I would mind.
And what's your neighbor's name?
John Mackenzie.
Oh, Mr. Mackenzie. And how you said he's a neighbor.
He is a neighbor.
So tell me about Mr. Mackenzie, and did you ever make him an Afghan?
Yes, I have. I've made him several.
Several Afghans.
Right.
He's holding out on us. Mary, did she ever make you an Afghan?
Never made one for me.
Unbelievable. You want to explain this to us?
Well, my name is Affy.
Affy.
Yeah, you know, I have a twin sister.
Yes, and does she have
the same thing happened? As a matter of fact, I should have mentioned that at the beginning. You know, when the two of us, the same thing happened. Yeah, her name is Ghana.
Ghana, Affy and Ghana. And why is her name Ghana? What does that mean?
Well, it's, you know, Affy is part of Afghan. You know, when they threw the Afghan over
Ghana?
Ghana is the second syllable of Afghan.
Afghan.
Yeah.
All right. So I would like to see you step out from underneath that Afghan today. I think all the people on Cape Cod would like to know, especially after seeing you walk around time after time, day after day. I mean, they see this bikini walking by with an Afghan on top of it. They want to know who's in it.
Yeah.
Do you want to come out today?
I could never do that.
You could never do that.
No.
I'm just curious. I just think the people would really like to do that.
I'm just too accustomed to this. I have a fear of,
Is that what it is? Is this a phobia?
Yeah, it's become a phobia.
You know, the affectatious phobia syndrome, which started in the early 1900s, I believe.
Is that when it started?
And it came down through some superstitious belief of the evil eye that was thrown on top of little children, and from then on, because of all the wars that were going on, and with Hitler invading Germany and stuff, so on and so on, I think that evil eye was properly adjusted way back then.
Maybe.
In the time period, this
know.
would be something that is totally relevant. And what do you think of that, Mary?
Well, I think that's kind of a long, tall tale.
Well, but doesn't it add up with it? I mean, psychologically speaking. I mean, have you ever been in a group therapy session where they have nothing but like people with, you know, bags on their head, Afghans, stuff like that?
Well, I met a
I'm just
bag lady
curious.
once.
I bet you're somewhere on this planet, you know, they're sitting down in a room with all these people with different fears, and they're all talking about, well, don't you want to come out from, you know, behind that blanket, or don't you want us to turn the light on? I mean, it's just, I'm just sure this would probably happen like this.
Yeah, well, at this moment, I can't conceive of removing the Afghan.
Hmm. And do you play any sports, or did you in your earlier days?
Hopscotch and
Sports.
Oh, that was the National Hopscotch Championships. It's getting bigger and bigger. It's worldwide. I believe next year at the next Olympics, they're going to have the Hopscotch Championships.
jump rope. I used to like to jump rope.
Jump rope is good. Did you have a box? A lot of boxes jump rope.
No,
No?
boxer.
No, you play golf.
I walk a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Play golf?
Play a little golf.
Does it get in the way of your swing?
Not really.
No?
See, I have a contraption that I kind of, tighten the Afghan
I like-
around.
you know,
and I belt
with that-
it. I belt it.
I have a friend, and perhaps you heard of him, Jay Leno. You know, he'd probably
oh.
love to have you on his show.
Oh.
Once he knows you're on my show, Leno's going to want you on his.
Jay
You
Leno.
know, and then
he's
you
a
might have to
character.
fight with the other two big guys there too.
Yeah.
You know, what's their names? The late night TV guys.
Dave Letterman.
Dave Letterman. Oh, sure. I heard Letterman wanted to be on our show,
Uh-huh.
and I heard they were trying to get that Mackenzie fellow on the show.
Really?
Sure, he's a
Well,
great
he's a
producer.
genius.
He's
He's a
around
genius.
everywhere. I can't believe the things he gets people to do.
Oh.
Their only day off, he'll have them drive all the way down to Cape Cod, you know, and work for him for free. I mean, the charmer, you know, I heard they call him Rama.
They do.
I
Yeah.
just saw a program the other night.
Yeah.
There was some guy, he had this power over people, the power of enlightenment.
Uh-huh.
I think that John Mackenzie is like that.
Yeah, he
What-
has
how do you
charisma. He does,
Well,
yeah.
this is the first day I've met John Mackenzie.
And
Yeah.
and you met him in one day, and you're on a TV show.
Imagine that.
What does that say?
Tells you
He
something.
has a lot of power.
I
Right.
just
yeah.
don't understand it.
Powerful
It's-
draw he has.
He has this saying, it just flows from him,
I
and
know.
it's something like people being people, and it doesn't even have to come out of his mouth. It just like reflects, and you want to be part of his
know.
operation.
That's
I just don't
right.
understand. If anybody would like to send in donations to help the People Being People Fund, now is the time to do it. Contact C3 TV and write in care of John Mackenzie, and who knows, you might even get to be on his show and explain why you did this.
Right.
Well, Mary, what about you? Any sports in your younger days, or any?
Oh, I do a little bike riding now in my older days.
Excellent. I
Yeah.
love bike riding myself. How
Yeah.
far do you go?
Well, I biked in France and I biked the Danube in Austria.
Well, that's biking.
Yeah.
You know, but
and-
did you get a little wet in the Danube?
well, no. You wear a raincoat.
Okay. Afghan Lady,
Uh-huh.
do you bicycle also?
Yes, I do.
And tell me about the bike.
Well, I don't take, I do the bike paths. You
Bike
know,
paths.
I haven't taken any overseas biking at all.
Mhm.
But,
You can't get him off the stage. Okay, get the hook. Get the hook.
Oh,
man, we just got
comfortable.
Get the hook. Get him off.
You're hooked.
John,
Thank you. Yes, John. Very good. Big John.